From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hopefully you've been staying inside with a space heater and a blanket because it is cold out there. That Arctic front has swept through. This time yesterday, it was about 20 degrees warmer than what we're at right now with those 20s right now. Winds generally out of the north, sometimes northeast, sometimes north-northwest, but either way, we're at about 10-15 mile an hour winds at the moment. So those wind chills, in fact, looking over here, I have a sensor for our current conditions at the station. We got a wind chill of 17 degrees, so it is just absolutely biting out there with that wind gust. Like I said, 10-15 miles an hour, and those temperatures not breaking freezing as we head over the next several hours. In fact, this is kind of one of the reasons we have this cold weather advisory for all of the Tennessee Valley. In fact, all the way out to the Mississippi River. This goes until midday tomorrow, midday Monday, due to the fact that we're only going to get colder from here as that Arctic air really reinforces itself. The winds stay gusty out of the north, and those wind chill values start to creep down to the range of 0 degrees. We're talking single digits, even approaching negatives, right? As we head through early tomorrow morning, late tonight, that's going to be the time frame. Like I said, if you have kids, if they're going to school, right, take them in the car. You don't want them sitting out in the bus stop in these conditions. We're still talking low double digits Tuesday, but we start to raise that just a little bit through the midweek, but we're still not talking mild by any stretch of the imagination. That's going to be still at or below freezing by and large. So let's take a look at the futurecast, see what we kind of have over the next 24 hours, why that is that we're so cold into tonight and into tomorrow. So that wind is one of the key aspects of it, and of course we're reinforcing this very cold, very Arctic air. We're already back in the teens by the time we're heading through 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Notice widespread, you're seeing 14, 15, 16, 17 degrees, and by tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, we're flirting with single digits up here in southern middle Tennessee, and of course you keep that wind 5 to 7 miles an hour out of the north. That is going to be rough. That is definitely going to be rough. But we do warm up a little bit through Monday, and I do mean a little bit. We're not going to be warm by any stretch of the imagination. High pressure takes over as we head through tomorrow, and then by Tuesday, well, we've been talking about it for a little bit. There's that system off to the south here. It's a little hit or miss as to the exact placement of it, but check this out. What we can tell you is this. Winter storm down south, looking likely. Really is looking likely. In fact, for some of those areas, rather more historic because I mean, tell me when the last time you saw 6 inches of snow in Louisiana was, right? I mean, that's not something you see every day. Same for down there south of the Jackson Metro, Mississippi, south of Birmingham, south central Alabama, out towards southern and central Georgia. Now, you start heading up north into the Tennessee Valley, especially up into southern middle Tennessee, and your chances really start to drop off here. It's not as likely that we're going to see any major impacts, but there is that possibility that the northern edge of this system with just enough cold air and moisture could filter in here. So we'll watch the trends. But again, emphasis on this part. It's not as likely. We're not going to be seeing something that was like the other week up here. I think that much I can say with some amount of certainty. But, you know, like I said, we'll keep an eye on it, so don't be worrying about it. Definitely don't be going out and buying all the bread and milk and stuff like that. This is not one of those situations. But if there are any local impacts, especially in the North Alabama side of our area, we'll let you know. We'll let you know, absolutely, as the trends continue to evolve over the next several days. We're still watching that, actually, for the possibility of flurries. I do think that's possible again in North Alabama. Southern Middle Tennessee, it's just not looking like that's going to be the area of possible interest there on Tuesday. Either way, it's going to be cold over the next several days. And honestly, I think the very frigid cold is the story as we head into the next 3 or so days. We do get back up to the 40s as we head out towards the end of the week and towards next weekend. So there is some improvement there. We might be talking a little more shower activity by Sunday, but I'll break that more down at 6 and 9 this evening.